Today we will be reviewing or going over an activity called the Water Balloon Wonders by Maria Yagi. Introduction. Have you ever thought about something and the more that you thought about it, you became angrier and angrier? What about have you ever thought about something and became more and more excited? When you keep on thinking about these things, did you ever feel like you were going to explode? Whether it's from happiness, sadness, madness, or excitement? Have these thoughts taken over and maybe affected your performance in some way? Maybe you leave work early because you're so excited about the concert that you're going to tonight. Or maybe you procrastinate doing your homework because all you can think about is that fight that you had with your significant other earlier in that day. So we're going to talk about a few things to go along with this. So we're going to go over a discussion first. So there's a few different prompts here, and the first one is for grades kindergarten through 4th grade. And it's a little bit more simple. Like one time I got so mad or sad that and you can fill in the blank. One time I was so happy and excited that and fill in the blank. Then there's some for the intermediate grades, where you need to think of a time when you became overwhelmed with a bad thought and did something out of the normal. What was it? Was it that you got really, really mad and you threw everything around in your room? Did your actions make you feel better? Did your thought about that thing go away? And then the next prompt is for middle school or high school and older. And this is the one that we're going to think more about. Think about some of the things that you do when you have bad thoughts. What kind of techniques do you use to get rid of those thoughts? Do you squeeze a stress ball? Do you take some deep breaths? Do you write in your journal? If those techniques did not work, did you try something else? Maybe instead you went for a run. Maybe you played some music that you really felt that you could relate to. What if you feel like nothing works? Do you give up? Do you just say, I'm not going to deal with this? Do you let your thoughts control your actions? Do you act on those actions? You feel really, really angry at someone? Do you go and get in a fight? Do you go and break some of their things? Now let's describe one time you let your thoughts control your actions. Did you feel better? Did that thought go away? An example from my life is I got really, really mad after a breakup. And all I could do was think about how hurt I was feeling and how angry I was. And so I went and I broke a stupid picture frame. That thought did not go away. I did not feel better. So what's something that might work? So our activity is going to be a water balloon activity. And the materials that you'll need are water balloons, a water balloon nozzle, a hose or a faucet that the nozzle can screw onto, a bucket that's optional, it depends on how many thoughts you have, and then a permanent marker. You also might want a paper towel to kind of wipe off the balloon to make sure that it's dry enough to be able to write on. So you're going to fill up as many water balloons as you have the intrusive thoughts and emotions. On each of the water balloons, you're going to write down your thought and your emotion. You'll vary the sizes of your water balloons. Some of them will be really teeny tiny, some of them will be pretty big, some of them will be medium. Next, you're going to go outside and throw your water balloons. You're going to throw them far, you're going to throw them near, on the sidewalk or on the grass. So here's a video, the first one, of what your balloons should look like.
So here are some of my balloons. I wrote down overwhelmed, school, work, family. I have a lot going on in all of those areas. I wrote down disappointed because I've procrastinated so much this semester and got myself into a little bit of a hole.
So here are some of my balloons. I wrote down overwhelmed, school, work, family.
Don't let your
I have a
balloons
lot
fall.
going on in all of those
and
areas.
Then anxious because of school. There's a lot going on. I'm worried about my grades. I'm anxious to see,
if I'm
going to get everything done.
A little bit of a hole.
It's a lot of anxiety with all of this stuff going on. And then I wrote down annoyed because, I've got so much going on, and then people know that I have a lot going on, and they keep on adding more and more to my plate, like a bridal shower, a baby shower, can you make it for this? Oh, I haven't seen you in forever. That's great. It's not like I'm busy with school and work and everything.
Because,
So
I've
those
got
are just
so
a
much
few of
going on,
mine.
and then people know that I have a lot going on, and they keep on
once we
adding more
have
and more
all
to
of
my
our water
plate,
balloons
like
filled
a
up,
bridal
and all of
shower,
our
baby
thoughts and
shower, you know,
emotions
can you make it for
done,
this? Oh, I haven't
we're
seen
gonna
you
go
in
outside,
forever.
and this
That's
is an
great.
activity
It's
that
not like
I did
I'm
with my
busy
dad,
with school and work and
and he
everything.
wrote down his different thoughts,
So
and
those
we
are
went
just a few
outside
of
to a
mine.
grassy and sidewalk area.
Feeling good?
I'm feeling a little better. Well, it's not mine.
I had some water balloons in there too, so he's looking for the right one. He's reading it, he's thinking about it. He's throwing it up high in the air. And it's popping. And it kind of just goes on to him throwing these different balloons and these different thoughts. Maybe some of them are at me. Maybe he had some thoughts and feelings about me. Who knows? So that's kind of what that looks like there. So once we complete the activity, there's a few follow-up things. So the follow-up. How do you feel now? You heard me ask my dad in the moment, how do you feel? And he's like, a little bit better. And you need to think about it. How do you feel after just throwing all of those things? How did it feel to throw and break your thoughts? Did you feel relief? Did you feel like it was nothing? Did you feel like you were letting go? Was there a time where you tried to put too much into your water into your balloon and it popped? That actually happened with me, and I had a very wet set of jeans that I was wearing. Was there a time when you threw a balloon and it didn't break? And if it didn't break, what did you do differently? Did you throw it at a tree? Did you squeeze it until it popped? Did you stomp on it? Did you take a fork to it? Or did you just say, hey, maybe I'm meant to keep this water balloon? So now that all of those balloons are gone, you're still here. Right now, you're here. You're in control of your balloons. You're in control of what you do with them, where they go, how you use them. And so this really goes into diffusion. It goes into thought diffusion. And when I did this experiment, I kind of felt nothing in a way. And it was nice because I threw all these balloons, all of these thoughts, and I just felt nothing. Like those thoughts were just nothing. They were just things. They were gone. And that was kind of cool. And then it brings you back to that present moment. All of those thoughts and balloons are broken. And here you are right now. You're still here. You're outside in the sun. You're looking at the clouds and the sky, listening to the cars drive by. And then yourself as context. You are you. You are here. You are in control. You are in this situation right now. And you haven't changed. Those things may have gone, but you're still who you are. So I hope that this was a enlightening and good, nice activity for you guys to do, and that you also enjoyed it. And it brought you into that present moment of enjoyness and being yourself and letting go of all of those different thoughts. Thank you for listening.